Hello, everybody. Been in the house all day. Pray that all is well. This has really been an emotional couple of days. Someone sent me a video of, I guess his name is George, and I'm going to post it on my page. He did not die at the hospital. He did not die at the hospital. I have proof. Someone just sent me a video, and I posted on my page. How you doing, Carter? How you doing, Martin? George did not die at the hospital. He stayed on that man's neck until he died. So that's another lie. That man did not die at the hospital. And they handcuffed him to the back. And this video, they called the ambulance, but guess what? It was police officers. And they didn't check his pulse. They just touched his head or something like that. They didn't do the proper procedures that an ambulance worker would do. Is it called EMT or whatever? They didn't even do the proper procedures. That devil stayed on that man's neck until he passed. He was already dead on the ground. He did not die at the hospital. See, that's another lie. They're doing everything they can to cover this mess up. And the truth is going to be revealed. But in the spirit, because you know I'm a praying woman and God speaks to me all the time. A couple of days ago, I was driving my car. The Spirit of the Lord told me, I also post this on my page, that guy, whatever his name is, that killed George, the Spirit of the Lord told me he gonna be tormented. And I be doggone. When God speaks, he moves. I saw a flyer on my page that he is on suicide watch. He is on suicide watch, and not only he's on suicide watch, he is in his room for 23 hours a day. He only got out of the room 1 hour. I read about it. So now, as far as playing suicide, them demons are tormenting him. And when he killed that man, he opened up a demonic spirit to come upon him. He opened up legions of demons to come upon his life. His life will never be the same. That death spirit is going to follow him for the rest of his life. So if he don't die by the hands of another, them demons are going to be the one that's going to take him out of here. God do not play when it comes to murder. That is one of the commandments. Thou shalt not murder. And when that man took George's life, he opened up the spirit of hell to come up against him. And his life will never be the same. So if he was to commit suicide, you hear it from me. Them demons took him up out of here, and he's going straight to hell. We are under judgment. All the stuff that's going on with these folks killing black folks and stuff, they are not going to get away with it. You hear what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? If it don't get them today, it don't get them tomorrow, if it don't get them a year from now, it's going to get them. And not only it can touch them, their family will pay. This thing runs deep when it comes to the Bible and when it comes to the Word of God. God means business. And those that's praying, continue to pray. And after you pray, it's time to make moves. It's time to make moves. It's time to make moves. It's time for us as black people to come together as one and deal with our own personal issues that we have in the community. Stop killing each other. And I mentioned this before. We need to quit killing each other. We need to learn to love one another. Quit being jealous of one another. We need to work on ourselves first as a whole and in a community, and then we'll be able to reach out to our other brothers and sisters of color so we could be, as one. So I'm on sabbatical anyway, but I'm not going to start my full sabbatical till the next couple of days. And my prayer goes out to the family. My prayers goes out to Brianna. I think that's her name. The sad part about it here, the police got off with pay. He's off with pay. They have not arrested him yet. And the only thing the mayor is worried about is the city being damaged and folks being in the house at 9 o'clock. Ain't nobody listening to that. I'm in my car now. I'm not going to the house at 9 o'clock. I'm going to go in the house when I get ready. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in the house when I get ready. Right now in Louisville, Kentucky, Brianna, whatever her name is, that got killed by the cops, went in the wrong house. They shot her when she was in the bed. That police officer is still walking around free, and he's still getting paid by the government. He's still getting paid. How you doing, Alicia? He's still getting paid. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? The police officer that killed that girl is off work with pay. And they have not made no arrests towards this man here in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not going to deal with the racism. I'm not going to deal with the racist war. Everybody already know I stay strapped. I got a couple of weapons. My 9mm at home. I didn't feel like bringing it in the car. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord released me to bring it, I'll bring it. Now I got that at home. I got my little weapon in here in this car, and I also got my taser gun. So I stay strapped. Gotta protect yourself. Pastor, minister, or not, you gotta protect yourself. Because right now we don't know which demon is gonna jump in somebody and cause chaos in our lives. And above all else, we need to have the Spirit of the Lord upon us and around us. And we need to keep praying for protection. We got a long way to go. We've been fighting this war for over 400 years. We weren't even born yet. Our ancestors been fighting for over 400 years. Here it is, 2020, and we still dealing with the same old demon. And where the church is at? Where the church is at? They still having regular program services like ain't nothing happened, really? It's time to change your sermons. It's time to get in the Word of God and start teaching people and preaching the truth of what's going on and what God said was going to happen in this nation. I ain't really hearing nobody talking about nothing but a bunch of fairy tales. We don't want to hear no fairy tales. We want to hear the truth coming out of the Word of God. People need answers. People need the truth. People need comfort. And that's what the church is supposed to be doing. After we get through praying, we're supposed to be moving. We're supposed to be faith without works is done. We need to be doing something after prayer. What's next on the agenda? What should we do to change our communities? What should we do to reach out to one another and help each other? What should we do? I see the world doing a lot more than the church. And it's a damn shame. Hey, how you doing? It's really sad. It's really, really sad. Because it shouldn't have to be this way. But it's okay. God is separating the wheat from the tare. He's separating right now. And even some of you all, I hear God. He's separating you as well. You may not understand what's going on, why this is going on, and we're not talking about the brutality that's going on right now. We're talking about your lives. Okay? And God is setting the stage, and He's going to protect His people. When I was getting dressed in that shower, the Lord spoke to me. He said, Sylvia, you are protected. Which I knew I was protected. But the Lord spoke to my spirit because He knows that I'm kind of grieving right now. And I'm going through in my personal life. And dealing with all this chaos that's going on around me. I feel all this in the spirit realm. And if you're going to go to church, you might have to switch your membership and go to a ministry, a church that's going to teach you the truth and what to do right now in this hour. Because things just shifted. A lot of these pastors and ministers, they're not where they need to be in the Lord. And they can't help you to get where you need to be in God. So I advise you to start praying and asking God, is it His will for you to change your membership? And that God will send you to a ministry that's going to teach you nothing but the truth. Because dark days is ahead. It's already here. And I want you all to be protected under the shadows of the Almighty. So y'all guys be blessed in the Lord. Bye-bye.